All right, welcome back, True Seeker. Looks like we're live. The big news on February 23rd, the 54th day of the year, Tiger Woods has reportedly crashed in a one-car accident, and I would bet my house, all my life savings, my mom's life, my dad's life, and everybody else I know's life, including my own, that this entire story is a huge pile of bullshit by the numbers. The same numbers that we've used to call the Masters dead on the last 2 years. Yes, that's a fact. If you're new here, that's too bad. You missed out. You should have been searching for the truth 7 years ago. You would have found me. We've helped people make a fortune in sports, from Rig PGA to NFL to NBA to MLB to... What in the world am I hearing right now? What was that? Is there a bomb in here? Could you guys hear that? Where'd that beeping come from? Anyway, the point is, you learn the code, you see how the games are scripted on the course, on the field, on the fairways and off. And what mockery this is on the 54th day of the year. If you're new here, Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, a very simple practice, just adding the letters up as numbers, doing it with the alphabetic order forwards, the alphabetic order in reverse. Tiger Woods' name equals 54 forwards and backwards. This is a huge number with the Jesuit order, and the Jesuit colors are red and black, like Tiger always wears his red and black on Sunday. And you know what? Just before we go any further, just because there's always a new person here, let me make sure I'm not in the way. I'm in the way again. There we go. Okay. I'm going to write out the word Jesuit, and I'm going to write out the word Sunday. And again, understand, you guys, the language that we speak, English, the language of the world. It was standardized with the spellings, the 26-letter alphabet at the end of the 16th century. And this language was hundreds of years in the making, credited to the Catholic monk Burfirth. And it was finished as we know it at the end of the 16th century when the Gregorian calendar was put out by the Catholic Church, which is the calendar we use. Today's February 23rd on the Gregorian calendar, named after Pope Gregory. So our language, our calendar, it's all synced up. Every single day when you know this code, you'll see right through the rituals in 5 seconds. Because every single day, all the news stories are contrived this way. The sports games are rigged this way. It's undeniable when you know the code. And it's just so repetitive. I've talked about Tiger Woods in 54 no less than 54 times in all the years I've been here. But notice how Sunday and Jesuit are the exact same in 3 out of the 4 ciphers. And later we're going to learn more about that 78 value because it has a lot to do with the ritual that's going on today. Well, and the 84 and the 21, really. But here, we'll bring it all together. So Gematria, it's the alphabetic order forwards, the alphabetic order in reverse, the alphabetic order with the rules numerology, the reverse alphabetic order with the rules numerology. Simple math. This is second grade math. You could teach this to a, if you had a 5-6-year-old that could read and do basic addition, they could grasp this. It's very simple. So anyway, here we are on the 54th day of the year. Tiger Woods' name is 54 forwards and backwards. And again, that's using the rules of numerology, forwards and backwards, just so you can see it here. Tiger Woods, 54. With the alphabetic order, it's 135 both ways, and that's a whole other discussion. But we're focused on the 54 on the 54th day of the year. By the way, if you could only have one of these 4 ciphers, if you could only use one for the rest of your life, you'd take the dark blue one. It's the most important, easily and far away. Notice how in that cipher, Jesuit order and Tiger Woods are both 54. And the Masters tournament will begin April 8th, but that Masters week, which begins on Monday, will begin on April 5th, a date written 5/4. We've been talking a lot about the college basketball tournament, which is going to have its championship on that date. And again, it's in Indianapolis, Jesuit town. And this is the cover of Sports Illustrated put out today, you guys. The top Jesuit program in the nation on 5/4, To start the year, it was the first time ever Gonzaga was ranked number 1, and ESPN did a story that day. By the way, you guys, ESPN, again, the Jesuits control the world of sports. ESPN, 54 forwards and backwards, 18 forwards and backwards as well, like the Jesuit acronyms, IHS, 18 forwards and backwards. But, this is the cover of Sports Illustrated today. The program. If you still think Gonzaga is a Cinderella team, think again. Again, they are the top Jesuit program out on the 54th day of the year. The college championships on 5-4 in Indianapolis, Jesuit town. And understand, you guys, it's not an accident that the Colts went to Indianapolis in 1984. No, not at all. The Jesuit Order 201 in 84, Jesuit alone 84. Again, these are rituals. These are rituals. Everything about the world of sports scripted this way. Everything. Everything means everything. But, it's 21, right? It's 2021. Jesuit 21, Nike 21, Saturn 21, the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, who's Mr. 201 himself. Again, you want to know how big these numbers are? Look up Pope Francis, the first ever Pope to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. It's called the Domus Sancti Marte, which equals 201, like his birth name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio's 201, like the founder of the Jesuits, Ignatius of Loyola's 201. But anyway, he's the first Jesuit Pope, and his birthday is Saturnalia, the day that you celebrate Saturn. And Saturn's the keeper of time. Nike gets its symbolism from the rings of Saturn. There's 7 rings on Saturn. Brady got his 7th championship in his 21st season to start 21. All ritual. Nick Saban gets his 7th championship. Used to coach with Bill Belichick. It's all ritual. But Tiger Woods, the big Nike athlete, the calendar, the language, it's all synced up, meaning it's all synced up with time. Saturn, the keeper of time. See how it comes together? Tiger's 45 years old right now. Ritual equals 45. And from his birthday to today's his 56th day of his age. The official name of the Jesuits, Society of Jesus 56. If you missed yesterday's video, the big one on Daft Punk, you don't have to watch all 4 hours, but watch the first 30 minutes or so. And you know what I just noticed about that? We talked yesterday about how they show the countdown to 56 seconds and then they don't show anymore. I noticed that Daft Punk won the 56th Grammys. Paris, France, 56, like Society of Jesus. They're originally from Paris, France, just like Daft Punk. But yeah, go back and watch the winner. That they won the top honors at the 56th Grammys, Daft Punk. For the song We're Up All Night to Get Lucky with the silver and gold on it. The silver and gold, silver's the moon, gold's the sun, the objects that keep time. Daft Punk equals 93, the sun 93 million miles away. They started as a group in 93, and yesterday their music video came out where the silver guy explodes 93 days before the total lunar eclipse, when we won't see the moon. It'll be blocked out by the shadow of Earth between the sun and the moon. Anyway, all this stuff is Jesuit ritual, from Daft Punk to what we're reading about with Tiger Woods today. All ritual, all the same numbers. Talking about the same numbers every day because I'm talking about the same cabal running the show every single day. Okay, so the news comes from Mark Steinberg. A good reminder that the Jesuits were created by Jews who converted to Catholicism. And they took the Jewish knowledge of Kabbalah. The practice of coding numbers into words comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah's Book of Formation says God created the world with numbers, letters, and words. If you guys want to help me figure out a mystery, I guarantee you there's a reason they're reporting that this happened at approximately 7:12. Maybe there's a golf tournament coming up on July 12th. I might have to look at that more. There's a reason that they told us it happened at 7:12. Every number they give us is important. The one number I don't know right now is 7:12 if you want to try to figure that out. But, again, all Jesuit rituals are synced with the Pope and the Superior General of the Jesuits. From the Pope's birthday to today, this big ritual is 68 days after his birthday. Golf 68. Remember all the rituals we talked about with the Jesuit puppet president, Donald Trump? Biden's also a Jesuit puppet president. They all are. So was Obama. They all are. So was Bush. So was Clinton. They're all Jesuit puppets. Jesuits run the nation. Jesuits have been in D.C. longer than the feds have. But we talked about so many 68 rituals with Trump and golf. It was just a joke. But today's 68 days after Pope Francis's birthday, golf 68. And then from the Superior General's birthday to today is 103 days later. Jesuits 103. Jesuit rituals. Ask Beau Biden's wife and daughter about their car crash synced up with the Pope and the Superior General back in 1972, right after Biden became senator-elect. But you'll have to wait until you're in heaven to ask them because they died. But totally synced up ritual with both of them. And again, just notice how Catholic and car crash have almost the exact same gematria. 3 out of the 4 ciphers the exact same. And don't forget, 145 more chapters in the Catholic Old Testament than the Protestant Old Testament, and 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament, just like how Biden, we knew the election was for him to be number 46 because it was 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday, and JFK, the only other Catholic president to date, was number 35, killed at age 46, so on and so forth. Anyhow, from today to the Masters week begins April 5th, but the first day of the tournament begins that Thursday, April 8th. So look at this. Today's February 23rd, 223. 223 is the 48th prime number. The tournament begins on 4-8. Remember, Illuminati equals 48. The Illuminati was created by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt. All related. He changed it to Order of Illuminati, which equals 201 like the Jesuit order. He died 201 days after the anniversary of its establishment, which I'll talk more about in a moment because it fits in with the final piece I'm going to get to. But from today to the first day of the tournament teeing off, it's 44 days, right? 44 days. The divisors of 44 sum to 84. There's a relationship with 44 and 84. And up here where car crash is 35, this cipher, the reduction cipher, there's one rule with it. I only talk about it every once in a blue moon, but the letter S is the 19th letter, the numerology of 19, because that's what you're doing in this blue cipher. You're taking the numerology of the letter based on its alphabetic order placement. S is the 19th letter. The numerology of 19 is 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1. So S breaks down to 1, but it's the only letter you have to add together twice to get to a single digit. So S can also be 10, and if you do that, car crash equals 44 instead of 35. So today's 44 days, the supposed car crash before the tee-off for the tournament. And we'll see if they're going to say he's going to miss the Masters because of this. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna be paying attention. Again, I guarantee you this story is bullshit. He's not out getting surgery on his legs right now. This is just all sports theater, narrative bullshit, the kind of stuff they feed you every day and you just eat right up. But anyway, 44 days, car crash number, a number that relates to 84, Jesuits 84 with the alphabetic order, 21 with the alphabetic order and rules numerology, Superior Generals 84, that's the official name of the leader of the Jesuits, that's who Arturo Sosa is. From his birthday to this, 103 days later. And by the way, 103 is the 27th prime number. Ritual equals 27 forwards, 45 in reverse, like Tiger's 45. Number gets used in a lot of rituals. See my book about the 27 Club, how many young musicians dying at 27 died 103 days from their birthday, or on a date with 103 numerology. But again, Sunday, Jesuit, the exact same gematria in 3 out of the 4 ciphers. Tiger known for wearing the red and black on Sunday, which are the Jesuit colors. With regards to the Jesuits in 84, on May 20th, 2020, Adolfo Nicholas, the former Superior General, died at age 84. I just want you to see that Superior General's 84, like Jesuit, like the Jesuit order, like the Catholic Church. Pope Francis is 84 years old right now, the first Jesuit Pope, and his birth numerology is 84. And skipping down. Well, from Arturo Sosa's birthday to the death of Adolfo Nicholas was his 191st day of his age. Society of Jesus 191, the official name of the Jesuits. But here's what I want you to see. Adolfo Nicholas's name is 54, like Jesuit order. So is John Carroll, who established the first Jesuit university when he was 54 years old. That's Georgetown. And you know how we were saying Jesuits 84, 78? Remember, John Thompson died this year by the numbers at age 78 on a Sunday, an unexpected death, and he was the first black coach to win the NCAA basketball tournament in 84. Then he dies at 78. But Adolfo Nicholas, he died on May 20th, the day leaving 225 days left in the year. Adolfo Nicholas, 225. Adolfo Nicholas, just like Jesuit order. Again, that's why you need your 4 base ciphers. These people work by these numbers so redundantly. The Superior General's 72 right now, Arturo Sosa. So, the other thing is they said he was in town for the Genesis Invitational. This is Tiger Woods. Genesis Invitational is 224, like when you write out the Society of Jesus 224. And the divisors of 84, meaning the numbers that divide into 84, when you add them together, they equal 224. Just like the numbers that divide into 44 add up to 84. And this is 44 days before the Masters tees off. Now, with regards to the word Genesis alone, it's 78 like Jesuit, and the 78th verse of Genesis is Genesis 3:22, the infamous verse, and the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. And by the way, this big 201 thing, that's what it's all about right here, knowing good and evil. 201, you see that? The Holy Bible, 201. The Jesuit Order, 201. These people know how to use evil for what they think is their own good. That's what they're good at. But anyway, and the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life, which is the physical model from Kabbalah, where this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from, and eat and live forever. Now, with regards to Genesis 3:22, the first ever Masters, before it was called the Masters, it was called the Augusta National Invitational, which is 322. And the first ever Masters, and you can look all this up, it's all facts, it was on March 22nd, 322. Just a week ago we were talking about, weeks ago we circled Valentine's Day and said look for blackouts all over the nation on Valentine's Day, which was another dead-on prediction because we know what these people are doing before they do it. But what we talked about is how it was 322 days after Klaus Schwab's birthday, who's the head of the World Economic Forum, who's a Jesuit, who said, this will be the darkest winter ever. And he was one of many Jesuit puppets from Biden and beyond to say it. But J.J. Watt, whose birthday is March 22nd, 322. Watt, power, energy. He wanted out of Houston while the blackout was going on there. I mean, come on, you guys. This is all mockery. It's all code. Knowing good and evil. But the first Masters on 322, known as the Augusta National Invitational 322. That's why they do this little ritual with Genesis Invitational, because Genesis, there's a lot of important verses in Genesis, but I'm telling you, the most important verse is Genesis 3:22. It's the verse that says everything. And to understand how important the encoding is of that verse, let me show you something. First of all, Abrahamic religions is 3:22. That's Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, which are all based out of the Torah, which begins with Genesis. And the ancient mystery religions include Kabbalah, which has a physical model of the tree of life, which is mentioned in Genesis 3:22, but it includes Hermeticism, which the Bible's based in, alchemy, Kundalini. All these old spiritual knowledges that are older than the Bible, they're all encoded in the Bible. But for people who don't know about any of this stuff, they'll never catch it. And then there's also this. Genesis 3:2. Oh, yeah, here's J.J. Watt. Here's another story with J.J. Watt. Mr. March 22nd birthday who broke Alex Smith's leg on November 18th, the 322nd day of the year, on the 33-year anniversary of Joe Theismann breaking his leg on the same spot in the field, and they said Joe Theismann was even at the game. But here, I was trying to pull up. This is what I was trying to pull up here. Okay, so Genesis 3:22 in the King James Version, if you take the verse through knowing good and evil, the wording on that, even though it's different than the New International Version, it adds up to 3:22, right? In our base ciphers, 3:22. And in the New International Version, which the wording is slightly different, but despite the slightly different wording, they got wording in that also adds up to 3:22, taking it through the same point in the verse, through knowing good and evil. So understand. Somebody left a comment on the Daft Punk video I did last night, and they showed how the very first album they ever put out, from that day to their announced end, was 322 months later, right on the nose. So they even did a 322 with the Daft Punk thing yesterday. And remember, 322 is the number of skull and bones. Skull and bones gets their symbolism from the Knights Templar, who serve the Catholic Church like the Jesuits. The Jesuit logo's the sun with the Templar cross in it. And Adam Weishaupt, who established the Order of Illuminati, 201, and died November 18th, 1830. He died 201 days after the anniversary of the establishment, which was May 1st. But November 18th is the 322nd day of the year. 322 associated with Skull and Bones, 201 associated with the Jesuits. But it all goes back to the Holy Roman Empire and the Catholic Church. And it's obvious that the Jesuits, carry on the legacy of the Knights Templar, and the Knights Templar got all this knowledge from the Crusades and, sacking the Holy Lands. That's how all roads lead to Rome, right? Similar government, similar empire, sports to distract the masses. But this is how they did it, you guys. This is how they did it. And that's why when you have this knowledge, you just see through things in seconds, Before I did this, Twitter was just already blowing up with all the Gematria decoders. You know, you're on Twitter, you're subscribed to the Gematria, everybody had it. Tiger Woods on the 54th day of the year. I was making Sweet Lady some lunch. I was getting all these text messages. Zach, where you at? Cade out in Louisiana told me that the ESPN story broke right at 2:01 his time. He's in Louisiana, which is interesting. Got to take his word for it on that one. But Cade came out and pounded pavement with me when we were down in Louisiana. And hey, don't forget, LSU, the year they won the championship, you know, the start of 2020. Ed Orgeron, his name's 56, and he got 56 career wins that year. So, again, just these same numbers, these same rituals. The Society of Jesus or the Jesuit Order, it's the same thing. On Tiger Woods' 56th day of his age, on the 54th day of the year, on the day that Sports Illustrated is paying tribute to the top Jesuit program in basketball. I mean, it's just not hard to see, you guys. It's not hard to see at all. And I gotta run through something again real quick. I just gotta bring it up because I talked about it in real time last night. I had this thought about it and I should have looked it up, but I gotta show you guys this. I gotta show you this. Okay. I'm loving this Daft Punk thing too much. It's just, So again, you guys, Daft Punk 93, right? They started in 93. Gold, sun, silver, moon, you know, doing that Illuminati thing, like the all-seeing eye in the dollar bill, right? The all-seeing eye in the pyramid. Remember, the sun is the eye. Catholic equals 35, I 35. Think about how you see well in the light, but you don't see well in the darkness. That's how the sun is like the eye. You know, it lights up the day, you see fine. In the darkness, your vision's impaired. But Catholic, I, Holy See, they all equal 35. And again, from the day they released this, February 22nd, to the day of the coming lunar eclipse, May 26th, 93 days later. The sun 93 million miles away. But hold on, their big hit breakout song, Around the World. Around the World's what put them on the map. This was the song. When this song came out, man, this was the song. Everybody's playing this song. But April 7th, that song came out on 4/7, like 47. Remember, these are rituals in time. Time's 47. They're from France, 47. The album with the gold and silver is about being up all night to get lucky. You know, when your time strikes, you know, again, all this stuff's related, right? Like we're the children of the stars. We're made of stardust. The nearest star's the sun. You know, astrology. Based on your astrology, you might do better with the ladies in some months than other months. And even if you don't understand astrology, you might just realize that your body has ebb and flows. You do better at the club, you know, some parts of the year than others. Anyway, we're up all night to get lucky. You guys, none of this stuff's an accident. This group just resigned after the oldest member just turned 47 years old. It ended 14 days after his 47th birthday. End equals 14, but if you watch the music video epilogue that they put out yesterday, you'll see when they show this timer, they show it count down to 56, and then they don't show it count down anymore. It stops at 56, and then they cut to something else. Well, I think later at the very end, then they bring it back to the final seconds, but at this beginning part, they just show it count down to 56. And they won the Grammy for We're Up All Night to Get Lucky in the 56th Grammys. And that album cover has the gold and silver on it, which isn't something that they always used. But, and then again, he's walking towards the sun, you guys. It's just all these things are rituals under the sun. Where did I put the Jesuit logo at? Isn't it in here? I skip it already. Did I skip it? Did I not put it in here? What am I doing? The word sun equals 54 like Jesuit order. Their logo is the sun. I swore I had put it in here. There it is. This is the Jesuit logo. The sun with the Templar cross, the IHS, the three nails that represent triclavianism, which equals 201 in addition to 93. But again, God's Son, crucifix, Nazareth. Again, how it all goes together. Worshipping on Sunday, the big Jesuit day. But sun and Jesuit order 54. By the way, you guys, you want to know what's a trip? After I finished the video last night, I was like, hold on, let me look up what the silver price was for the day that they ended. Because again, the silver guy blows up in the music video, right? And then somebody called in the live stream and they said that they had the album and the song Starboy and I Feel It Coming with The Weeknd, who just did the Super Bowl halftime show. But look at this. Starboy came out November 25th, 2016. exactly 54 months and 1 day before that upcoming eclipse. But 54 months, Sun 54, Jesuit Order 54. And Starboy equals 28, like how they broke up after 28 years. Well, look at this. When I finished the live stream last night, I was like, I should look up the silver price. And look at this. I caught it right at the beginning of today. And look, it was up 2 cents, right? It was up 2 cents, the price of silver per ounce. It was up 2 cents today, right? And this came out the day before, February 22nd. That means that the silver closing price on the day that they ended their 28-year group, that means the silver price was 28.13, you guys. 28.13. The moon on the 13 cycles, 28 years. The silver guy blows up in the video. They're communicating, all sorts of things. Alchemy, where the sun is gold and the moon is silver with the upcoming eclipse, but they're also doing a lot with money right now. We're in the year that essentially the economists predicted would be the year of the one world currency. We'll see what happens this year. It could get crazy. But, yeah, the silver price was 28.13 on the day that they end their group at 28 with the music video where the dude in silver explodes with a timer that's last shown at 56 seconds. Man. Again, you guys, day after day, just powerful examples to prove who runs the show. And that's why you see the people who come around and troll around here and say it's not the Jesuits, it's the Jews. Those people who come and write those comments, they're either trying to get the videos taken down, they're just trying to spread willful ignorance. Because again, it's a really dumb comment. To say it's not the Jesuits, it's the Jews is to show that you're a dumb, ignorant person because you don't know who the Jesuits are. You're just saying something that's meaningless and stupid and very vague and not specific and not fact-based because it is the Jesuits, and again, they were created by Jews who converted to Catholicism. So, it isn't hard to see, but here's Goldman watching Silverman and explode, and if you haven't watched the epilogue video, check it out. Take the time to watch it. It's a little bit slow, but it's all symbolism. It's all ritual. It's all occult. And you see how the sun's up there, looking like an eye in the sky, Looking like an eye. All-seeing eye, by the way, you guys. All-seeing eye in the most pure cipher. If you can only take that one cipher home, all-seeing eye is 56. Like Society of Jesus, like coronavirus, all synced up with the year of the corona and the total solar eclipse in the Pope's country. Like Black Lives Matter. All these things are Jesuit rituals. Control all this stuff. Washington, D.C., the Jesuit city. And again, Daft Punk won the Grammy, the 56th Grammy. But, so it is, you guys. So it is. And the Jesuits are here to serve the Pope, which is another 56 word. And remember, it all comes from the Abrahamic religions. Abrahamic's 56 forwards, 187 in reverse, 187 chapters in the Torah that make up the 3 Abrahamic religions. Society of Jesus, 187. Again, Abrahamic, 56, 187. There's 3 of them. 3's got the gematria of 56 and 79, like Society of Jesus, 56, 79. Again, you got to know the ciphers forwards and backwards. So. And if you want to laugh, go back and watch the Album of the Year, 56 Grammys. Just watch what songs were nominated and kind of think about all the songs together collectively. You just see what a show it is, what a rigged, symbolic spectacle it always is. Unless you just don't have eyes to see, unless you just don't have the eyes to see. And again, you guys, I 35, Catholic 35, Holy See 35. You see. So, in Christianity, they say in Christianity, you're taught to, stay away from the sun worshipers. The sun worshipers are bad. You're supposed to worship God, not the sun. Pagans worship the sun. But think about it. The sun, the lake of fire, evils associated with heat, fire. Notice, Satan's got that gematria 35, and Baphomet got that gematria 35 too, the satanic symbol. Again, there's a reason for all this, the way the language is encoded. Tom Brady's got that 35. Look at Satan again. He just won Super Bowl 55 in his 10th Super Bowl, staying on 80 career losses, came in with 80 postseason touchdowns, and he got his 149th career home win in the Super Bowl, which is the 35th prime. Carl Sheffers worked the game exactly 149 months after his first NFL referee assignment, which was a Patriots-Chiefs game where Tom Brady got injured, but the Patriots won 17-10 over the Chiefs. A difference of 7, like he got his 7th ring over the Chiefs. 17 plus 10's 27, like how the game was on 2-7. Again, it's all ritual. 149 months later, the 35th prime. And remember, the skull and bones, they get their symbolism from the Knights Templar who served the Catholic Church. Skull and Bones 149, the 35th prime, Catholic 35. So, yeah, I think that's all for now, Truth Seeker. I'm sure I'll be back for more today, but yeah, it's just the way they do it all together, man. It's just so obvious. For all you sports decoders, I just gave you a bunch of Jesuit numbers. Pay attention to the games today. There's going to be Jesuit rituals all over the place. Use your own mind. You can figure this stuff up. It's elementary. I'm telling you, if you can't do gematria, if you can't figure out the way things are rigged, you shouldn't be able to do it as well as me. I've been doing it for 7 years straight, but shit, man, you have all the tools to do this. It's really not that hard. And if you actually practice, you'll figure out how to decode games yourself, which is really what I want you guys to do. Not pay for me to decode the games for you. I want you to learn how to tie your own shoelaces and go out there and take advantage of this rigged-ass world, man. And yes, it is a fact. The last 2 years, we have called the Masters dead on. We've killed many a golf tournaments over the years. We've killed pretty much every sport future, college and pro, that we've put out for over a year straight. So, way more than a year straight. I'm just saying in the last year, I don't think we missed on a future, man. We just murder. But for the last 7 years, I mean, we've killed a lot of futures. Most of them. By far the vast majority. College basketball, golf, NBA, NFL, MLB, all of it. All of it, because it's all rigged by the same system. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. And until next time.